Everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. So today I'll be talking about the fourth solid principle, that's interface segregation principle. So let me explain you in a very simple way. So think about you're using an interface, right? Interface with different methods, right? And then you got a class who will be extending those interfaces, right? According to interface segregation principle, your class which extends the interface should only be using the methods which the class needs, right? So let me give you a very classic example which we're going to implement. A phone, right? Take an example of a phone. Now, a phone has different functionalities, like you can text, you can call, you have 4G functionality, right? You even have 5G functionalities. Now look at the functionality of a phone predate to early 2000. You barely had 2G, right? And you couldn't use 4G. So if you are using an interface, right, a big interface, which says supports 4G, supports what's that called? Supports 5G. It will not work for the phone predates to 2000, early 2000. So that's the violation of interface segregation principle. So we have to split the interfaces just to solve it, right? So that's exactly what I'm going to demonstrate today using a simple live example. Very simple, which everyone can understand, right? Because we have iPhone, we have Samsung, we have Nokia, which whatever. So I'll be demonstrating this using Apex. You can use any programming language you want, any object-oriented programming language. You can use C#, you can use Java, you can use Smalltalk. You can use C++ if you want, right? So, but this is purely for Apex, so that's why, because it's to do with Salesforce. So, okay. So the first thing first, you need to log into an org. So I'm using a free developer org. So let me take you to the developer console by going to the scarecrow icon here. And let's go to developer console. Okay. Let me create an interface first with the problem, right? And let me show you the problem. Okay. So let's say close all. Okay, so let's create a new Apex class. So let's say phone interface, right? It's not really an iPhone, but it's just a naming convention I use for interface. I use I before, so interface. So let's say we have method. We're gonna use void method, right? These are the functionality, like use text, right? And then we have void use call, right? And void use 4G functionality for wireless, for internet data connection. I mean, now since we have 5G, so we have 5G, so right, and we probably have 6G, 7G, 50G, whatever going forward. Probably I wouldn't be alive to see 50G if there is one. Okay, so these are the four methods we're going to use, and let's say we have a common client to extend it. Let's say I have a very good contender for it, so iPhone, right? iPhone class. Pretty solid example. Okay, so we're gonna do implements. My apologies when I said extends the interface. I didn't mean that. What I was talking about was implement, right? So because I'm not talking about extending another class, so my apologies for that. Sorry, I implement this, so when I use this interface, right? So we have this, Okay, I'm just going to use public static just to keep it simple, and yep, system.log debug. So texting, right? Just the basic stuff, right? You can put whatever you want. Public static, right? And sorry. So okay, so system.debug, right? Calling, right? And so we're gonna have here public static void. So we're gonna do, okay, so we're just gonna say system.debug, use 4G, okay, and then we have, okay, public static void 5G, right? Okay, so alright, so system.debug, okay, so use 5G, okay, so let me save it, let's see if it works. Okay, so it works fine, right? Nice and easy. So you can see that iPhone offers all this functionality, right? You can use text, you can, you can call, you can use 4G. Future iPhone will support 5G as well, right? So let's assume that we have 5G supported in iPhone and Samsung, right? Okay, so this is fine, and let's create another class called Samsung, right? Samsung class, right? And so we're gonna copy paste the similar stuff here just to save time, right? And okay, so right, okay, so this so let me save it. So this is pretty cool, right? Nice and easy, no problem whatsoever. Now let's say what happens if you have an old model phone, right? Let's say I don't remember the name of the models. Let's say Nokia 11 something, right? I don't remember the name. So let's say Nokia old-fashioned one, right? Predates to early 2000. Okay. Now Nokia has, I think they have Android phones, but so okay. Now let's use copy this one. Okay. Now the problem here is, okay. So if I, let's say if I decide not to use this interfaces, right? Because obviously, anything before almost early 2000, there is no concept of 4G, right? There's no concept of 5G, right? So, I mean, we can't use it in old model phones, which is fair enough right now, but it won't let you save it. That's the problem. Because, sorry, right, sorry, just a second. Okay, now this one. Right, now it won't let you save it. The reason why it won't let you save it because you haven't implemented every methods belonging to this iPhone interface. And now this is where your interface segregation principle comes in the picture. It violates it because you are actually asking Nokia class to implement a method which is do not support, right? So you have to do something like creating a dummy, right? Which is not what we wanted. So this is a violation of the solid principle, right? So that's where interface segregation comes in picture. So can we improve this? Absolutely, we can. Instead of having a one interface with 50 methods, right? So we need to segregate it, split it into, right? So what we're gonna do? Let's create another Apex, interface. So let's say advanced feature, right? And you're gonna use interface, right? And save it for now. And what we're gonna do, we will, hang on a second, why it is complaining. Okay, we're gonna take this 2 boy from here, right? 4G, and we put it here, okay? going to put it here and let's save it. Let's see if we can save this one. Okay, so that's saved. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take this and put it, go to your iPhone here, and right, and then let's save it. Okay. Let's see why it's not saving. Okay, right, that's saved. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to go here and we're going to put this. I'll explain to you in a minute. Let me complete this one. Okay, okay, so that's great. Now, so what I've done, right, I've split the interface methods, right, into interfaces in two interfaces, right? In first method, I've added the common functionality offered by a phone, like you can text, you can call, right? That's the basic stuff which phone used to offer. You know, even a 1990 phone models used to offer that, right? Texting, you can text, you can call, right? But for all the new phones, right, like 4G, 5G, maybe in future we might have hologram technology, right, whatnot. So that has to go into advanced functionality because the new phone do not support it, right? So that's why I split that into separate interface called advanced feature, right? And then I've used this here. Okay, let me save it here. Save this one. And okay, now let's try to save the Nokia class, right? Let's see if it works or not. Haha, it worked. See? So now it follows the fourth principle efficiently. The reason being, we are consuming an interface and the class is using implementing interface is not forced to implement the classes, which is not not forced to implement the methods, which is not a part of the class, right? Like for instance, there is Nokia class won't do 4G. It got nothing to do with the 5G, right? So there's no point in implementing those ones, right? In C# you have you normally what you do not implement it, right? It's just like throwing an exception, which is not a good practice either, because yes, it lets you create a dummy, not implemented body of a method, but that's really not a good design pattern. So that's why this fourth principle comes in the picture, and it's very handy. So if you're doing a Salesforce Apex customization, right, it's always good to keep this thing into consideration rather than just writing an Apex class, dumping every methods to it. That is absolutely not a good way of doing it, because I've seen some code, up there, and I was like, that's really not a good code, and I won't be even interested to look at the code, right? I understand if you're starting new, when I started new, right, in the programming world long back in the days, I used to do that silly things, right, because I used to put everything into one file. And I used to think, well, yeah, it works, so why should I bother? That's the mistake I did, right, because you have to keep into consideration how, about the future as well. What if, client comes up with a new requirement? How easy to do a modification or to enhance the functionality, right? So if you tightly couple everything, right, then it's very difficult, right? So that's where the concept of interface segregation comes in the picture, right? I hope you like this exercise of what I've demonstrated now. Please try to see if you can use it in your daily project, what you're working on. Don't have to be Salesforce projects. You can do, like I said, you can use your web project. No matter if you're working on .NET Core or, .NET Framework, or if you're using, Java, or, whatever. Smalltalk, if you're Smalltalk, big shout out to Smalltalk programmers. Then if you're a C++ programmer, right? Cool. So that being said, greetings and adios from New Zealand. Take care. Bye-bye.